to support Meek, justice, and to stand up against, a system that is flawed and broken.
It's 6 o'clock, and here's what's happening. A show of support. Demonstrators gather to rally for Philadelphia rapper Meek Mill just days after he was sentenced to 2 to 4 years in prison. Good evening, everyone. I'm Yuki Washington.
I'm Jessica Dean. Tonight, some high-profile athletes and celebrities are among those calling for action. Eyewitness News reporter Joe Holden is live in Center City, and many of these protesters, Joe, have some serious allegations about the judge who sent Meek Mill away.
Yeah, Jessica, Yuki, good evening. There is definitely a star-studded cast out here. Dr. J, a number of Eagles, and it is all unfolding behind me right now. In fact, each time one of those members, those A-liners, starts to leave, this is what happens. It bottlenecks and essentially becomes a security issue. You are looking at the intersection right here, Penn Square and Filbert Street. This is how this has been playing out for the last hour or so. About 1,000 people here right now, a number of entertainers, one of them leaving right now. You're watching it live here on CBS 3 Eyewitness News. You've mentioned the serious allegations. I'm sorry, we are practically getting run down here by the crowd. But I want to tell you about Vinny Curry, an Eagles defensive end we spoke to just moments ago about why he came out. Let's go ahead and toss to that interview.
Meek Mill is a good friend of mine, man. He's a real good dude. So, just having the city behind him, man, and, I hope everything worked out for him.
Think that sentence was harsh?
You
think that sentence was harsh?
Yeah, a little bit, man. I think so.
Okay, things a little crazy right now. All of this stemming about those very serious allegations. Let's go ahead and roll the story. Robert Williams, a.k.a. Meek Mill, spends his days in solitary confinement. 23 hours in a central Pennsylvania jail cell after Philadelphia judge Janice Brinkley ruled last week the rapper and entertainer due 2 to 4 years for violations of his probation. The sentence has been roundly criticized as harsh and excessive, and he now has the support of heavy hitters in the community, including Eagles safety Malcolm Jenkins, who talked to reporters in the locker room.
I think this is an example of, our criminal justice system failing our citizens, handing out punitive sentences that are excessive.
Civil rights advocates, including Shaka Senghor, a California man who did time for a second-degree homicide conviction and has reversed course with his life, condemned the judge's punishment.
It's absurd. Like, there's no way that a citizen in this country should be serving 2 to 4 years for a misdemeanor that was actually dismissed.
Judge Brinkley didn't return numerous messages for comment. The apparent tangled web she conducted with Meek Mill is now the basis for a request that she step down from the case. Attorney Brian McMonagle tells CBS 3 he'll file paperwork in the morning claiming Judge Brinkley has shown extrajudicial conduct and bias. Democratic State Representative Jordan Harris of South Philadelphia says the Meek Mill sentencing is symptomatic of a larger criminal justice issue.
The difference is that because the person that we're talking about today has multi-platinum albums and has resources, the cameras are watching. Had it been someone else, nobody would be paying attention, and we would just be talking in an echo chamber.